And now it is time to welcome today's live guest. It is founder of Girls of the Internet, the UK-based house music and deep disco collective, Tom Kerridge. How's it going?
Very well. How are you?
I'm good. How's the start to your year been? Because it's quite a big year last year, and then obviously this year you started, kind of out the blocks releasing new music. So, yeah, how are you? How's it been?
Yeah, it's okay. I feel like I've been hibernating a lot. But yeah, we have had a single, we've had a few dates. We played at Moth Club. We've got our first ever Berlin date this weekend. Mm-hmm. So things going on.
Yeah. And it's also, hate to harp on about the weather, but it is so nice today.
It's suddenly got sunny.
So thank you for joining us in Soho in the sunshine.
Finally.
Finally. It feels like the year is slowly, like we've been creaking into action, and now it's like the year's underway. Everybody can come out of hibernation.
No more rain.
No, exactly. So talk to me a bit about last year, and just kind of, because you did loads of touring. You were remixed by Dennis Ferrer. You did a Maida Vale session at the BBC. Lots of exciting things and lots of exciting gigs. So yeah, how was 2025?
Stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, there was a lot going on. I was doing everything independently as well. So yeah, it's just a lot to manage.
Yeah. And then did you write, Found a Love, and were you writing a lot of tracks last year as well as doing the touring?
Yeah, I'm always writing tracks and making music. Sometimes I kind of don't feel very creative and just don't touch anything for a while. And other times I just, make like 10 tunes in a day and then kind of finish them off as I want, really. So things happen as they happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where are you working? Have you got like a little home studio set up?
Yeah, I'm just in my house. I'm not that rich yet. Soon though, hopefully.
Have you had to soundproof? Have you had to sort of pad the walls out?
No, my neighbours are very forgiving.
Oh, that's good. That's always good. And then you put out Found a Love with the Voices of Epoch last month. So tell me about making the track.
It's been a beat I've kind of had hanging about for ages, and a kind of vocal. It's kind of been there for a while, and it was just like something nice and positive that I wanted to start the year with. I thought it would be nice just to have a little ray of sunshine in the horrible weather in the winter.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that's it.
Sun drenched. Yeah. Were you imagining yourself like on a beach while you were making it?
Yeah.
Or just like on some, in somewhere really glorious.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like in at a festival in the summer or something.
Yeah.
What were the mental images that you were trying to conjure?
just sunshine, please. Anything.
Yeah. And then tell me a bit about then the Voices of Epoch. Like, how do they fit into the picture? Or is that kind of an extension of Girls of the Internet?
Kind of, yeah. It's a bit of a secret.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Oh, we can't talk about it.
Not yet, no.
Okay. But it sounds amazing. What was inspiring it? Was there anything that was inspiring it, sound-wise or genre-wise, or?
I wanted to do something a bit disco-y because we kind of did the secular music EP at the end of last year. And we just hadn't done anything disco-y for a while. So, yeah, it's kind of classic-y, nice hands-in-the-air disco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And can you talk to me a little bit about how Girls of the Internet started?
Yes. I just made When You Go, basically.
Yeah.
It wasn't really meant to be a project or anything. I just kind of... I was just in a really bad place. I didn't really have anything to do, or... no one would employ me. I didn't know what to do. So I made When You Go, and it got signed, and it became really big, and it kind of, I just started the thing from there.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of the project was really just initially me messing around in the studio, and it's just grown and grown and grown since then.
Yeah. And was that the first thing that you had made? So you hadn't done other projects before then, or been in bands or anything?
No, I'd had a bit of experience here and there. When You Go was the first finished piece of music I ever made, I think. So I'd kind of I've messed about with things, but never really properly on a formal level kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like something quite nice about going out the blocks and then it being received really well, and you're like, oh wow, I'm on the path now. Like this is.
Yeah. Well, because I never thought I would be able to do something like this, and it was a kind of eye-opening thing to see. Oh, I can actually be successful doing this. But then, it's not just over when you have a successful track. You have to then follow it up with a lot more, So, it took me about 2.5 years to do the next album. which we had as one of the albums of the year on Six Music. And yeah, you know, I still feel like we're building everything on top of it, you know.
And obviously, you know, it's you're the founder of it, but then there's so many musicians that come into the fold, and there's so many incredible vocalists that you work with, that you collaborate with, like Co and Danny Siciliano, is that? I don't know if I've said that. Siciliano. Yeah. Annalisa Lamola. Ruti, James Alexander Bright, like all just phenomenal musicians.
Absolutely, yeah.
So how did what's your thinking when you're like bringing people in to work with, or do they all kind of happen quite organically? Yeah,
it normally happens fairly organically. I mean, we just kind of start conversations with people we like, really, and then you know, we end up in the studio. I can't really think of a time it hasn't worked, but it normally just works and we make a great tune.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Just like a chemistry thing.
And
it just happens, and then there we go. And then have you got any favourites, like any favourite vocalists where you were just like, wow, their voice is amazing, and like really proud of what you made together?
I feel like I would be in trouble with the others if I said one person. So all
it's like
of them.
Picking children. All of them. Everyone that's been on any Girls of the Internet record.
They're all my favourite, exactly the same.
Okay, good. Glad we cleared that up. So let's play Found a Love. Is there anything else you can kind of say about it, about how it came together or the making of it?
Not really. This one was really easy. It just kind of fell together.
Yeah.
I kind of had the beat for a little while, and like the lyrics are just really positive. I kind of don't. I try and avoid the very obvious lyrics on a lot of my music, but I just kind of wanted to make something a bit obvious and a bit feel good, and you know, and that's the whole story behind it, really.
And some of the best tracks do just sort of fall out of the sky almost.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's hear it. So this is Girls of the Internet, Found a Love. So this is Found a Love, the 12-inch mix. This is from Girls of the Internet, and I'm joined by founder Tom Kerridge of Girls of the Internet, live on the show this month. Tom is in the studio. I was just really enjoying the long version of that there. Oh, sounded lovely. So obviously you've put out a few records now. You've put out Secular Music Volume 1 last year.
Yep.
When I Found Myself, Girls FM, the debut album Syrup. So are you kind of building into work on a new album, or how are things shaping up?
I mean, I've kind of got like, I think I've got like 3 albums in the works at the moment, and whichever one gets finished first gets put out first, kind of thing. Yeah.
So you're just sort of like just working on a whole load of material and just seeing where it, how it takes shape. Yeah. And do you think about it sort of as a whole album? Is it quite a bit? You know, there's a process to like building that, or I make like, because I sit at home and I make music, I make beats, and then some of them just kind of sound like they should go together. So I start grouping sets of tracks together, and then kind of working on the vocals with them, either myself or with a vocalist. So yeah, I don't know, my mind just kind of organises things in a weird way, and they end up as albums. Yeah, and then are you one of those where you just sort of like, you're like, oh, it's ready, let's put the wheels in motion to get it out, or are you one that sort of... I put the wheels in motion before it's ready. Do you? I'm terrified to give yourself a record labels. Deadline. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That's probably a good way to work, I think. I think so. Then you just have to get it done. Yeah, I don't like making music and sitting on it. I feel like it's like making food. If you make food and then just leave it on the side for like, you know, a few hours, it's going to taste disgusting later. So, you know, I like to kind of get stuff finished as it's hot. Yeah, and then it also feels a bit more current and relevant. Yeah, exactly. And like, when you're playing it out, it feels more fresh, right? Yeah. And you've got a few shows. Actually, no, before we talk about live, there is a project looming with Norman Cook, isn't there, aka Fatboy Slim? Maybe. What can you say about it? You might have to be vague. we have a few high-profile remixes coming up. Ooh, okay, fab. Yeah. Very exciting. Maybe not just including him as well. Okay, even more fab. Yes. Okay, very exciting. So we just need to watch this space. Yes. 2026 is going to be full of fire. Okay, indeed. Brilliant. And yeah, let's talk about the shows coming up. So you're heading out to Berlin this weekend. What's your relationship like with Berlin and playing there? We have not played there before. First time, okay. Yeah, we have really amazing numbers out there. There's so many people who kind of message all the time saying they want us to go and play there. But it's really hard to kind of get booked somewhere for the first time,
because promoters want to know that you can sell tickets, but they don't know you can sell tickets unless you get booked there.
Yeah.
So we're now just booking our own shows and going ourselves.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we've already sold like more than half the tickets, which is great, you know.
Where are you playing?
We are playing at Eden.
Eden, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been to that one.
I don't think I have either.
But yeah, Berlin's great. Are you going to get a chance to go and check it out? And
Yeah, I'm there for a few days, so
yeah.
I'm not sure how crazy I'm going to go.
you're going to try Berghain?
Well, I have DJ'd there before.
Yeah, oh, fun.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, we'll see. But that's coming up. And then you've got, all over the place this year. San Francisco, Lisbon, there's a London show in the mix.
Yeah.
What do we get when we see Girls of the Internet live? The full shebang.
Well, live, I think the least you'll see is 2 singers and a musician who plays multiple instruments, and myself trying to keep everything together with samplers. I think the biggest the band can get is 7 people, where we have kind of lots of singers, and it's just very powerful, like with the harmonies. I think the last time we did that was at the Social end of last year. And then we can kind of go down anything from me just DJing or me DJing with some singers, and so it's always going to be a little bit different when you come to this.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
great. And then tell me about the other track that we're going to play, which is Black Patterns. So is this a new track you said is out today?
Yeah,
Or out
the
tomorrow?
streaming is out now today. So it's the piano sample is from an old DJ Bone track. So I just made an edit of it because I'm into kind of making edits myself at the moment. And I thought, well, maybe I could, like, you know, they're independent, maybe I could reach out and get the sample cleared. So I reached out and they loved it. And they like, well, yeah. And then they kind of said, can we put it out? So it's going to come out on DJ Bone's label, the full version. But I'm doing the streaming version, which is out today. And yeah, really amazing. I mean, DJ Bone's been ridiculous influence to me for like many, many years.
Yeah.
And he's a legend.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it must have felt so good.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
it all
unbelievable.
came together.
Yeah.
And then how do you feel like you've kind of added or done your magic on the track?
We've kind of made it very live.
Yeah.
There's like live bass and live synth. There's live Hammond organ and trumpet on it. So it's kind of, I suppose it's kind of a bit like, what's that Laurent Garnier track?
The Man with the Red Face.
Man with the Red Face, yeah. Kind of that kind of vibe, but techno, but a bit more disco-y with the bass line, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we should hear it.
Let's do it.
Tom Kerridge, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in. It's
No
been
problem.
really nice to chat, and yeah, looking forward to the rest of 2026.
Amazing.
And when else, I mean, there's this track, should we expect some other new tracks anytime soon?
I'll put out something all of
Yeah.
the time.
Okay, great. So
Al-
lots
always,
coming.
Yeah, just always watch the space.
Okay,
Yeah.
Girls of the Internet online, you're on all the socials and everything.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tom.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks.